I had a political science teacher tell us once in class. It's kind of weird because it wasn't really like the typical environment to say something like this. And I can't even really remember what in particular he was talking about. But he told us once that assumptions are the termites in a relationship. Um, I thought it was just something that he made up quick, but I actually saw that quote on the internet a couple of different places. But it's definitely true, not only in political science terms, but just across all avenues or across all like situations or relationships in life. All types of relationships. This is definitely true. I've had relationships succeed and fail personally, off of assuming things, and the level of communication that happens to be there. Um, can definitely say that communication is a key to having a successful relationship in any avenue of life, um, work, personal, um, school environment. Good communication goes a long way. In the workplace, too much of one and not enough of the other um, can definitely cause issues. For instance, assuming things. Um, assuming things decreases your production as an individual at work or other people's production and destroys the sense of teamwork. So there's a lack of communication. Both of those things together can definitely cause problems in the workplace. For example, I'm a department leader at my job. I manage about 30 to 35 people um, on a shift, and let's say someone is not sure what they should be doing um, during a particular assignment at work, and they assume things instead of double checking and verifying. Um, you make the wrong decision and do something wrong, and that's lost time, or you just cost the company money. Um, I mean, that general situation you can span into just a variety of different things, but the end result would definitely be, again, I'm speaking from experience, just a lack thereof as far as production. Um, and also you not communicating with the people that you're working with, uh, making the wrong decisions based off of you and your peer or your partner on whatever project or assignment that you may be doing, assuming and not just opening up to whoever you're working with, can cause issues. You're supposed to be doing one thing. I'm not sure if your partner and you are on the same page, so you're just making decisions and making moves without verifying with the other person. You make the wrong decision, and again, you just wasting materials, time, and not producing as you should in the workplace. So it's never a good thing. Um, it also alienates you, or has the potential to alienate you from your peers, and in turn, cost you your job. I've had individuals not check with me um, about what they should be doing, maybe throughout a shift or at the end of the shift, and just take it upon themselves to just leave work unauthorized or just, I don't know, go to break unauthorized, those types of things. And like I said, depending on what situation you were in prior to these incidents, potentially cost you your job or cost someone their job. So just opening your mouth up, just talking, period, can save you a lot of stress and aggravation and your job. Um, as far as communication in your personal life, um, too much assuming, I can say from personal experience again, definitely destroys trust between people and just any form of the relationship that you built up with another person. Um, I was with an individual for 5 years myself, um, and I can say when things went downhill, it was because this area of our relationship broke down. As far as just communication part, individuals assuming things and they weren't being open with each other about, and I say with each other, myself and her, or weren't being open with each other about just what was going on, how we felt. People go through this all the time. You're probably going through this yourself or have been through this type of situation with somebody else. Uh, Again, closed mouth, nothing ever gets fixed having a closed mouth. A study was done by a Dr. Alice Boyle that showed 70% of the issues that you have with someone else are never fixed, which is okay. but just the important part is just making an attempt to fix them. Uh, Again, 100% of the issues will go, but just won't have any type of like positive effect on the relationship at all if you don't say anything about them. And no particular type of communication is best for like everyone. People are different, and your relationship with someone else is different from my relationship with someone else. So you just have to find the best outlet, a communication that works best for your particular situation. Some people aren't able to talk face to face and have things work out. You may need to text, write letters, or email, just whatever creates a good atmosphere for communication that allows you and the other individual to work things out amongst yourselves. Use that. I myself, I'm not really good at saying what I would like to say face to face all the time. So, but I can definitely say and speak my mind, maybe through an email or through a letter. It's just that that tension, and not necessarily like angriness or anger, just like that anxiety. Like I know what I want to say, but just the pressure of just looking someone in the face, kind of like builds within you, and it kind of blocks you from saying what you want to say or getting out what you want to say. But again, no particular form of communication is best for everybody. Find what works for you and the other person, and use it. As far as from academic standpoint in the school, studies have shown have been done, in particular by Dr. Craig Rogers. He found out that individuals show greater growth personally if there's a sincere, effective line of communication. If this is established, to me, I took that as if your instructor or you also, because it's a two-way street. If you guys are sincere about your interests and the particular situation, your school work, the assignment, then things will work out better for the student. We also students, and we also limit ourselves by not interacting with other students and our professor. We won't have a better understanding of the material or whatever it is that we may be working on if we don't ask questions, get involved, things of that nature. And I've been guilty of this. I probably would say my whole life. I wasn't always the most extroverted person. I was always like a quiet person growing up. There's a lot of things that I missed out on because I just didn't open my mouth and ask people. Again, it's not necessarily a bad thing per se, but it's good to just get more actively involved from that aspect. Ask questions, whether it's with other students or your instructor. Just get involved, open your mouth, and that just makes situations a lot easier. When people hear the word relationship, the first thing that comes to mind, you would think, or I know, is relationships of the personal kind. You have relationships with people throughout all areas of your life, though, and they're just as important as the personal kind. I said, to me, I feel like relationships in the workplace are just as important, if not more important, than your personal relationships, let's say with a girlfriend or something like that. Again, everyone has to work, and you want to have a good environment or set yourself up to be successful at your job. A good relationship with your boss, your peers, or your boss's boss could be, that particular situation that gets you promoted, or just on a smaller level, just allows you to keep your job or do your job more efficiently. They can just bestow knowledge on you that you probably didn't or maybe didn't know about your job prior to talking to them. That will help you out and help you to be able to perform your job a little bit better. But I've also found from personal experience that just a good line of communication, just smaller amount of assuming things with family members, again, your peers, your co-workers, goes a long way in establishing a successful relationship or a successful atmosphere in whatever situation that you may be going through with that individual. So just think about the issues you may be having with someone in your life and just gauge whether or not you have a positive and effective line of communication between you two, or more than you two if it involves more than two people. Chances are you probably don't have that if the situation or your relationship is maybe not negative but just not as good as you would like it to be. But if you work on that, you definitely start to see that tension, anxiety, or just that whole situation become more positive, and just see like the negative aspects about it diminish. So establish a good line of communication. Stop assuming so much. It'll go a long way for you.